Let's take a look at final exam question number 11, which is found on page 368 of Trigonometry Demystified, 2nd edition. The drawing relevant to this diagram is on page 367, that is figure exam-1, which shows, actually the diagram shows 3 points. I'm only showing 2 here, the 2 that this question deals with, P and Q. P is -4, 3, and Q is 4, -3. The question number 11 asks us what the distance is between P and Q. Now this is a little bit of a trick question. There's a right way to do this and there's a wrong way to do this. But in this particular case, the wrong way will give you the correct answer by coincidence. But let's forget about the wrong way and think only about the right way. We want to find this distance. Let's call it D. Actually, this line by coincidence passes right through the origin. It doesn't look like that here, but it does. This is the distance D. Well, what we need to do first of all is figure out the difference between the x values and also figure out the difference between the y values. The x values here, -4 and 4, differ by 8. That's 4 minus a -4, which equals 8. The y values differ by 6. 3 above the x-axis and 3 units below. So that works out to be 6. Okay, now this point right here happens to be -4. That's the x value, and -3. That's the y value. And this angle right here is a right angle because we draw this line going straight down. We draw that line going straight to the left. So now we have a right triangle. And we can use the venerable theorem of Pythagoras, also known as the Pythagorean theorem, to calculate this distance D. D equals, well, let's move that down. I want to be sure that's on the screen for you. D equals the square root of 6 squared plus 8 squared. Well, if you square 6, you get 36. You square 8, you get 64. So that works out to the square root of 100, which is easy enough for you to figure that out. That is 10 units. And that corresponds to choice A, 10 units. The wrong way to do this would be to add these two distances that we found in the previous 2 questions. That happens to work in this case because these two, this line segment and this line segment, lie on the same straight line. But that's usually not true in a problem like this. So you always need to take the total distances. Forget about whether it passes through the origin or not. That does not matter. You need to do it by figuring the total distances based only on those 2 points. Forget about that. Again, the correct answer to this question is A.